Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Mary Sky Reader video blog. I'm Mary Sky, also known as Krabby McCoffee, also known as San Juan Island Prepper. If you haven't noticed, I'm going to be doing a contest next week, probably next Sunday, more likely. So if you want to join the gift card giveaway, $25 gift card, then what you do is you give my videos a thumbs up, a like, subscribe if you wish, and email me at San Juan Island Prepper at yahoo.com or San Juan Island Prepper AOL. You can find me on my About Me page for my emails, and you can say, "Hi, my name is Dave," and put your name in the hat, and I'll put you on the little spinning wheel so we get enough people that, Tildor hasn't asked for email yet. So you guys are wondering why I'm back here again. Well, I just went to talk to Chloe. Oh, what a grouch. I mean, literally, you. So I'll tell you what happened, okay, from my own point of view. She started screaming. All right. She's got till Sunday. She's going to use her time wisely till Sunday, okay? She doesn't count. Which is fine by me because, frankly, it is what it is. A lot of people ask me how come I'm saying this. Well, it's true. I mean, there's nothing much I can do until Sunday night, okay? Fortunately, two things Chloe's worried about. She has to worry. One is her property. She's worried about her computers, her clothes, everything. Hey, Kane. The second thing that you gotta, and the second thing is as I tried to tell her, her therapist, basically, when Chloe spilled the beans yesterday about going to Bellingham to Peace Island Hospital there, or Skagit Hospital, or Smoky Point directly, or Anacortes Island Hospital, or Harborview, the lady went through Chloe's records. One thing it was is I talked to her, and then she called me back on the phone, and she said she looked through it. Therapist is trying to make it so Chloe has to get medicated here through a psychiatrist. Unfortunately, she thinks everything Chloe's doing is a joke. Fortunately for her, I sent her a PDF of the Nanka trespass order for life, and she just can't believe it. She's just like, Chloe's went and is sig relation of herself, but there's nothing much that can be done right now. She said, it all depends on Chloe's motivation for a bed, and if Chloe goes out Sunday, then Sunday night she's gonna walk to Anacortes Hospital, which will turn her down, and then she'll walk from there to Mount Vernon Hospital by foot. And if they turn her down, then she'll go south by riding the bus. But she's gonna want to leave Sunday evening, which is fine because that's when her deadline is by the manager. Fortunately, faster the better. Apparently, Fairfax and Smokey don't want her. Wenatchee doesn't want her. The other thing is if she want to get medicated, she can also wait for her money somehow, which is highly unlikely with vagrancy, being who she is. She'd end up in the slammer. 30 days later, she'd have access to her money, and then she'd basically be able to go to, say, Sacred Heart in Spokane, which would help her, or specialist in Yakima out of a Yakima hospital. Otherwise, she'd have to wait till payday, which is next Wednesday, which is a week. So she's trying to delay it as long as possible for pay. So she can avoid, if possible, anything. And because they didn't offer her a voucher, it's because the vouchers are for Snohomish, King County. What she said to me was, because she has access to Chloe's mental records, it goes like this. Okay, Kane, I hope you don't say OMG. The plan was that apparently they wanted her to be detained here on this island after 5:30. They know Chloe would throw a fit about her property. So what they wanted to do is detain her here and then send her off to the mental hospital in Mukilteo, which is the one that Compass runs. And they'd be there for 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, detain her and send her off to Western State or Eastern, whichever's got availability. Claiming that she's vagrant, homeless, and violent, and that's it. But since this lady is a social worker, and I've talked to her off and on over the years, she says this is something that Chloe needs to take into account. So Chloe just leaves on her own. Chloe could probably come back on her own, get her stuff, and leave again, and they can't do anything about it because she's medicated and, whatever. Or she could just work her way south. Fortunately, she would have her stuff shipped to her. Anyway, look at it, it's more safer than her trying to basically get me more evicted or whatever, because they're hoping Khloe throws a fit. And then, the manager can do some other stuff, but it's all up to Khloe. It's all up to Khloe. Khloe wants to leave Friday, she can leave Friday. She wants to leave tomorrow, she can leave tomorrow. She wants to leave Saturday, she can leave Saturday. Fortunately, they have a 24-hour walk-in for assessment. The thing is the worst thing in the world is right now is a homeless transgendered person. Yeah, and with Khloe could be on the tipping edge anyway. She said due to the fact that she's homeless, she's transgendered, and she has no family around except me. Yeah. So, the point is, hey, Higgins, I'm not going to be here this long. So basically, it's all up to Khloe. It's in her hands, but she needs to realize that she really wants, That's what the lady said to me. She's got the non-trespass order. She's got the video. She also said if Khloe goes in earlier and Khloe is basically here, not here, then they can't do their magic by forcing the see when they go in and do this ITA, right? To say, oh, Khloe got herself evicted. You see, what they want is to detain Khloe, but not because of Khloe's violence, because she's homeless and because she's trans and because she did it to herself, which means she's got to live with the consequences. But they also want to basically use the files because when Khloe goes down and says, yes, manager told me I'm not being inserted for 4 years of complaints. If they can't get the complaints don't exist. So the hospital could make that case with the ACLU, is what they said, due to the fact that Khloe's being basically thrown out. So, if they can get the reports and use it for an ITA, then that's more power to the show that Khloe's mentally ill and she isn't accepting her mental illness. But if it isn't, because the apparently the therapist's notes, because it's all computer linked to one main database, it basically states that she thinks that this whole thing's a giant joke. So I've done what I did. Yes, Kane, I know I've done what I could, but I want to share with you this news tidbit of information because it's basically they have plans, and so there's other options too. But the point is, what do you do? How do you do it? How do you fix it? How do you, thing is the point is, I'm not trying to fix anything, but I'm just basically telling Khloe what's coming down the pipe, and Khloe got really mad, like screaming and yelling at the top of their lungs, just like she did outside. And no, this lady wants to make it work. She wants to make it work. She thinks, if Khloe's hit rock bottom, they can truly treat her without any outside influence due to the fact that, she hit rock bottom. And look, her mom doesn't want to know her until she's medicated. Her families don't want to know her until she's medicated. The management company offered medication as a way to control that temporary years you could stay, but instead she basically told them all to F off because Khloe thinks she's right because, she has a claim. And, the thing is, there is a claim. I mean, think about it. For some of you watching this channel, okay, you got to ask yourself. I mean, I even sent copies of the email to this lady about what the advocate said. And she said right there in black and white, they basically had a plan to get rid of Khloe anyway, look at it and get her involved because Khloe's mentally unstable. But she's also looking at other instances, there's nothing much they can, they can only hold Khloe for homelessness, temper, could be bipolar. She could be severely bipolar 1 or 2. I mean, literally, which means she's unmedicated, which means that's what they thought of it, but they had to make first and borderline. But her temper is getting worse and worse, And with Khloe's impulses of spending so much money, that's basically hurting Khloe too. I mean, literally, she's basically got enough money to get down to this place, but she's got to plan it by ear. So Khloe's thinking, what do I do? Do I pack my bags to leave tomorrow morning? Or do I pack my bags to leave Sunday morning? Or do I pack my bags Friday or Saturday morning? The lady said she can't make that decision, but beds could fill up. They got like 9 beds available. But the thing is a lot of people don't want to go through their hospital because apparently the reviews are pretty crappy. And I said, well, you've helped her out twice, They said the other thing is they'd have to basically hold her long enough to get her into the crisis respite program or to the state hospital, and the state hospital is going to know that she basically threw away her home. I mean, think about it. I mean, everything's stacked up. Everything that I've put in documents is basically literally looking at as, did Chloe do these things? Yes. Chloe, I also told the lady a few things I won't share with you guys, but that can help out Chloe's case too, because Chloe's basically unstable. I mean, literally, she can't make the decision. The thing is they said Chloe can't make the decision. Just to, her idea is, like Dad said, they're either going to be handcuffing her and dragging her out, or they're going to basically, she can do it, on her own. It's just depends on what's going to happen, But like I said, I'm just, I did everything I could. I mean, the lady and Chloe was getting mad, and the lady called me and she said, why is Chloe screaming? Oh, Chloe's screaming because she doesn't want to leave till Sunday. She wants to go to Anacortes. Well, Anacortes Hospital's already had a heads up that she's going to show up there probably, or Mount Vernon Hospital, or Bellingham Hospital, or Everett Hospital. I mean, literally, Chloe was asking on Zoom, what's that hospital in Everett? I think it's Providence. Oh, yeah, it's Providence. What's the other one? They even contacted Swedish and Edmonds. Apparently, I mean, it went way down the list. I mean, this therapist is really trying to basically hold Chloe in a death lock, basically, for whatever reason. And to me, I don't care what they do. It's just, to me, I think it's wrong. I mean, literally, I mean, so the hospital wants to get those records from the management company to show the mental illness, because if there isn't, and there's just a video and no complaints on the door, then the lady said it's all bullshit. They just basically forced Chloe out, which means that's $1 million lawsuit, which the hospital can help her with too, but they need to know the facts, because the thing is, no one's saying whatever. You got a manager saying one thing, you got an advocate saying Chloe better leave or else, you got the advocate's emails basically saying what is the plan? That the social worker said that's kind of entrapment, but I put it in a way that I said, what is your plan? And her answer was, well, my only plan is make sure she's not on the lease with you for whatever reason. So then they can go and subpoena, through the court records, they can subpoena all the advocates to say you're testifying on Zoom, and if you don't, basically, you're basically in a conspiracy, because they're literally, the thing says if they can get those documents to prove it, then they have a better case for detaining Chloe. But if they don't, then Chloe has a better case for discrimination. So it's a 50-50, but the point is Chloe's got to do something. If she drags it long enough, none of the manager can do something, whatever, but the thing is, the manager's waiting patiently for whatever. We know the manager's going to pounce. The question is, what's the manager going to do? Right now, I'm afraid for my own housing, but I'm also worried about Chloe doing something stupid on the streets, like drinking or alcohol or drugs, or finding a nearest overhead pass and then hanging herself. I mean, no one knows, what Chloe's going to do being homeless, and that's the thing. The lady said a homeless transgendered person is more vulnerable than anything. Yeah, maybe, but still, there's nothing I can do about it. My hands are tied. I just made the phone calls and talked to the social worker that's willing to help me. She said, Chloe will have to make a decision eventually when she hits rock bottom. She's already come to that bridge. Now, is she going to do anything, or is she going to basically stand around and basically say hell with it, So my point is I'm tired. I'm wore out. It's almost 8 o'clock. Chloe's hot dogs are ready. She wants to eat. My burgers are frozen. I got buns somewhere. Yep, they're still frozen. You can see they're frozen. Yep, they're still frozen, man. They look like they frozen right before they expired, man. So hopefully they're not bad, because if they are, I'm eating a pot of ramen, Because I think those went bad. Those said that they've been in the fridge for like 6 weeks, but they've been expired since November. So it's like, do I really want to try something that's expired? These people could have frozen a day before they went bad, and then I'm eating them and I might get sick from it. So I don't know how bad plant-based. they're frozen, so let's defrost them, cook them up, throw them in a pan or whatever. But still, my point is I've done everything I can, and there's nothing more I can do for you, the Chloe followers that follow my channel for Chloe. There's nothing I can do. They have detainment. They could detain her. They could not detain her if there is not enough evidence from the evaluator. Then Chloe's on the streets. So anyway, Lieutenant, as the management said, it's a win-win anyway. Look at it. There's nothing I can do. I talked to Papa till he turned blue. Papa meaning God, and there's nothing that can be done. Literally, I mean, it's like Chloe's done this to herself, and people need to realize this. I mean, do you know how hard it is, people, to come on channel and say, what's in my mind? It's hard at times. I mean, think about it. I'm sitting here thinking I got yelled at, screamed at, barbecued, all because the young lady doesn't want to go until Sunday. Well, that's fine. Do what you wish. It's your life. It's your life. Well, at the same time, they want to basically semi-entrap her. What's that drink of mine? You already need my drink, though. Don't tell me I put it back in the fridge half drinking. Yep, put it in the fridge half drinking. That's cool. That's great. I'm enjoying this. This has got 0 calories. And it tastes pretty damn good. But, the point I'm making is think about it. We don't know what's going to happen, I've done everything I can. It's what, sparkling water? Sparkling beverage. So it's actually got bubbles. Yep. Hubby used to do that when he drank soda. Bubbles. So, what do you guys think? Kane, what do you make of it? Higgins? To me, I don't know what to make of all this. I mean, literally. Chloe's like, well, they can't guarantee me a bed, then I got to find something else to do. You can't find something else to do, I don't know what to make of it. That's the thing. I just can't figure out what to think or do. I mean, my mind is just fried. I got 10 or 20 reviews I want to watch tonight. I'm behind schedule due to the fact that, I'm, I don't know what to make of it. I mean, she's in her room with the door closed, packing her bag. The thing is, Kane, you're completely right, but at the same time, it's like the intake lady that I've known for years, the social work at the hospital. She said Chloe can't make her decision. Think about it. Chloe can't make any decision. I mean, literally, every decision I made for her, what she wanted, I had to do for her because she can't make her own decision. That's the thing. Chloe is basically, the way the lady told me tonight on the phone was, Chloe can't make her decision. She wants to drain this out as long as possible. And if she... See, what the lady thinks is Chloe might be bipolar or might be antisocial. And if she's antisocial, she's basically playing a rebel, and she's basically trying to rebel against everyone who's trying to help her, thinking that she knows better. But when she's on the streets, she might end up on booze or alcohol. Or not, alcohol or drugs. And the lady said it's very vulnerable. Once you get into that position, you might just spend all your money on booze and alcohol. I mean, literally think of the whole thing about the other issues. The lady, the lady said, the lady was Chloe's more vulnerable, and with anti-trans sentiment, she said that's really going to be going to take a toll on Chloe. But same thing is, Chloe's dug her own grave due to the fact that as she said, due to the fact that Chloe can't control her temper when it comes to politics or making decisions. I mean, literally. I mean, I told her I have like $50 in streaming services, right? And I said, Chloe has access to all of it, but she prefers to listen to music every day and game. She said that's the other mental problem. Chloe is basically has no routine, so she's stuck in her game and she doesn't want to do anything. So she said this is not just about her mental well-being, but it's her deregulating to for the fact that she's deregulating and she's getting mad that when someone says do something, she doesn't want to do it because it's her mental illness. She's saying, no, I am doing it this way. So, for example, if I tell her $500 gift card because you got to pay for the steam cleaner and she said Chloe's got 4 months rent free on internet basically and 1 month of electricity. She'll never pay it. I have to pay it. So to me, the lady says, you've done enough because look what you've done. Chloe, you're letting Chloe leave free and clear. Of course, Chloe's only worried about her clothes and her computers and her stuff. She has a right to. But thing is what's more important right now. Going to a place like a homeless shelter where her computer could be boosted for weed money within 20 minutes or booze money. I mean, literally, Chloe's better off keeping stuff here, and doing what she needs to and, contacting the right people. Otherwise, Chloe's, but the thing is the lady literally said that if we can do this right, Chloe can get treatment for 6 months to a year. Fortunately, Chloe's going to have to want to. But Chloe doesn't want to. She thinks her freedoms are going to be taken away, which I don't blame her. But she said Chloe's basically going to be one of the nameless homeless hobos on the streets that's not going to get anywhere, and no one's going to want to help her. I mean, think of it. Unless she's medicated in an environment that can help her understand what she has done, she needs long-term mental care. And that's where the lady said she comes in. I mean, look, they've been looking at this for years. One of the doctors is still there, and he says, we've been wanting to know what happened to Chloe. Now they know Chloe's going to be homeless. I mean, look, Chloe basically told the crisis respite team to fuck off and got on it. Basically went to the train station. They had like 40 DCRs there. I'm on the train like this, and the train's pulling out, and they're trying to flag the train down, and the conductor just waved. And Chloe's sitting there panicking, right? Chloe says, when's the next thing? I said, well, it's Everett. She said, can they do something in Everett? I said, no, Snohomish County. They have no jurisdiction except King. We got in there, and there was like 6 police cars, right? People got off in Everett. People got on in Everett, and the train went on. They couldn't even get on. Whatever they were looking for. I didn't have my scanner with me, so I don't know. But I assumed it was Chloe. We pulled out. We ended up in Monroe. Again, nothing. We got to Leavenworth. Nothing. We got into Wenatchee. There was nothing. We got into Ephrata. Nothing. We got off of Ephrata. And we went straight home where Chloe went to use the tub. Next day, we got a knock on the door from a DCR asking why Chloe left King County. Chloe said, because my residency's here. Fuck you. Get out of my face. They couldn't touch her. She didn't meet any of the criteria. She wasn't a threat to others. She wasn't homeless. She wasn't degrading. She wasn't anything. For 4 months, she went down the toilet. So did I. But guess what? We finally got out here, and guess what happened again? They can't touch her. That's the thing. Everywhere you go, being transgendered, you can't be touched. But the problem is Chloe now knows being homeless, they can touch her because she basically threw away her home because of it. I remember a lady who was severely bipolar. She had Latuda. That was the only med that worked for her. She said, Chloe one day is going to hit rock bottom, and the only med that's going to work is Latuda. But in the meantime, no one's going to help her, So, story is, and then when she got to the mental hospital last time, Smoky Point put in, it's a joke to Chloe. She used it for a break from reality. This time around, it ain't a break. This time is the truth's in the pudding. Maybe the manager did make her sign herself off the lease wrongfully. But you know what? Maybe the manager did that for our own well-being. Have you ever thought about that? Manager's been in. The manager knows Chloe's an abusive person. The manager said this. Chloe's verbally abusive. She doesn't get her way. She raises her voice. And she raises her voice. She threatens. She uses the F-bomb, F-U, this, and this. So to me, the ladies, the hospital that's willing to take her is the one that's willing to basically get her long-term care. The other ones, they think it's a joke. The only one that's willing to help her is Cascade. But she's got a willing to go. Fairfax, nope. Smoky Point, nope. Compass, nope. And if they do get her out and she's in the respite program, she can let her come up here and get her stuff and then go through Sound, and Sound would help her. Or she could get on a bus or train and go to San Diego or a halfway house. But the thing is, the halfway houses are all set up for people with jobs that wants to clean themselves up, not to be on a boozer, And that is something that, people were saying literally. So, So, anywho, I'm going to hope, like hell, that these updates get shorter and shorter and we have more time to talk about prepping because, frankly, it's all in Chloe's hands now, not head. I'm tired. I'm really tired. I'm really, really tired. I want to watch a movie that was, I actually wanted to see if the 10 Commandments are available. The 1959 version, if it's available on Roku, or what channel it's on. And if it's on HBO, I'd like to watch that. It's like 3 hours. Because it's pretty damn good. Here we go. The 10. This one here is on. This one here only showed season 1. They didn't give me season 2. Okay, so it's rental. Local now. And this one's Roku, but this is part 1. They didn't give me part 2. Part 2 they didn't have. So I was like, There we go. Oh, part 2. Here we go. It says part 2 right here. And part 1. I know Roku had part 1. Okay, friendly. So friendly. Oh, well. I did find my movie I was looking for last night in the thing, but I didn't find my other movie with the other movies. I was hoping to watch like Solomon or something too. I like religious movies when I'm in this funk, But it's, as a prepper, you always have to have some decent movies to go with your life. So to me, it's it's an interesting conundrum, And so hopefully you guys keep updated. Tomorrow's Thursday. Is tomorrow Thursday? Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday, right, Kane? Tomorrow's Thursday, right? So hopefully I have a better update for you tomorrow over coffee time with Rita. So I hope I have a better update for you tomorrow. What Chloe's planning to do. I don't know. All I know is she's packing her bags right now, so I have no clue what's going on. So, anyways, it's 8 o'clock. It's hot dog time for Chloe. My burgers aren't going to be ready till midnight. Probably it's frozen. And I need to talk to Chloe about the expiration date. I mean, we're running low on grub. Chloe ate everything, so I'm limited to veggie vegan burgers. I wanted to cook a ham this week, but I got to get Bun taken care of. So, anyways, do you guys have any questions or concerns, or whatever? You can always leave comments, email me directly, Some of you do email me negatives like, oh, it's all your fault, you held Chloe back. No, I didn't. Chloe held herself back. The truth's in the pudding. Chloe basically told them she didn't want the IOP because they would have kicked me out. Instead, now that the IOP's gone, the only card they have is Chloe's going to be homeless. So, so unless Chloe decides to go stay in a tent somewhere, the question is, on that aspect. So technically it is what it is, So, and Higgins, I think he emailed me just a minute ago, so I got to see what he wants this time. He's always saying something. Oh, I'm doing this. Do. Good for you. Yep. So he's basically sitting there. His lawyer wants to know how it affect his daily activities. Well, the more you tell, the more they might give him money. But more likely, the judge, Higgins made a joke the other day. He's going to walk in with a cane to show he can't walk straight. I have a cane myself. That doesn't tell me, I mean, so, he's just like, oh, I got this to do, that to do, and this to do. And it's like, I'm on page 4, yeah. Words matter. Well, words may matter if it's short. But the question is, will he get approved? I don't know. The way the government's cutting programs, they might cut him completely down too with the the budget cuts. They could cut us all down. I mean, Social Security's going to run out in 2026. They said that's 3 years. Oh, well, I'll have enough retirement for the rest of your life. Yeah, until Uncle Sam decides you can't have it because it's not in the form of digital currency. I mean, that's something that they're trying to make the banks collapse so we can have digital currency. So they could tell Higgins he can't buy a new lawnmower, or he can't buy a ham radio, or he can't buy a new car because they think he's unworthy. I mean, literally, the government's getting to the point where they're going to screw over everyone soon. But it is what it is. I'm not going to be negative. He's got his time to do his thing. In the meantime, surprised he hasn't contacted me by phone in a few days. But like I said, I'm out for the night. I hope you guys join me for tomorrow's coffee time with Rita. I will have regular coffee and organic milk. And we will talk about prepping. And if Chloe leaves or not. If Chloe doesn't leave, well, we can converse about that first or do it in the smaller video tomorrow so I don't burn myself out, because today I was supposed to do small video and then, my plan was watching reviews, but I never got to my reviews because I had to spend, 6 hours and 2 minutes with you today just to get the information needed. And then Tildor, it's like, oh, I didn't miss much. I don't know, maybe not. 6 hours and 15 minutes. So this video is 30 minutes. So total 7 hours and some. So to me, I think it's best if I, what do you think, Kane? You looking forward to tomorrow's updates? Because I'll be here tomorrow if that's what you wish. One of these days, I think I might take a long break from YouTube, like 24 hours away from it so I can actually recover. I also want to read my book tonight. Last night, Moppy took my chair, so I couldn't read it. So, but I have this book I'm working on again. I reread it once a month. I really enjoy it. It's all about Japanese role-playing games and video games. So I have this encyclopedia. It talks about the game series and what systems it's for. It's fun. And then I watch reviews on it. So, tomorrow's good. All right, Kane. Well, there's 5 people watching. I guess you guys are all here to see what's going on. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, you can email me at San Juan Island Prepper or San Juan Island Prepper at AOL.com or San Juan Island Prepper at Yahoo.com. You can also email me if you want to say, hi, my name is Margaret, and put your name into the spinning wheel. Just spell your name correctly. So the email will stay in my email folder. And then when I do the contest next week, I'll give you the day. You guys can see the spinning wheel. So far, I think we got, 4, 5, or 6 people wanting in on this. Don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up to this video. And hopefully after Sunday night, things will be quieted enough I can actually do some real discussions. After I do my 2 hours of cleaning, of course. That's a plus. All 3 of me watching me, myself, and I. Haha, very funny, Higgins. Very funny indeed. But I don't want to drag this out any longer, so I got some reviews to watch on my TV. Then I got to choose a movie tonight. Something religious. Maybe something in the Old Testament. Maybe that'll get my motivation. Still trying to figure out where my box set went. Maybe it's in that damn thing. You know what? Let's look for it. Because I swore it was in here. But I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know where it went. My book's here. Other things are here. There's a movie, there's a video game, there's some other books, there's a game. I thought it was in here, but I haven't seen it yet. Oh, right here. I guess it was in here. Found it. So now I can go through real quick and see what's available for free tonight. So this is my Bible collection. I was looking for in Roku so I could stream it. So let me see here. So what I do is I go over to Roku, right? Roku. And then I will go Genesis. I'll go down the list. Genesis. The Creation of Man right here. And it's on Tubi for free. Yeah. Then there's Abraham. I like Abraham. So Abraham. And it's this one. I know exactly what I'm looking for. And that is on Prime for rental. So Genesis is free. Abraham isn't. Jacob. Okay. Yes, here it is. Jacob. This should be the right one we're looking for. And it is on Prime for. Yeah. And then there's Joseph. Again, so we only got Genesis for free. Joseph. And then there's Moses. Okay, here it is. Joseph. Joseph and the Brethren. There's two. This will tell me this one. I think it's the 1995 one. So let's just look at this. This is Tubi. Okay, this is rental. It doesn't say who it is. Okay, and then this one is after that. It's Moses. I like Moses. And Moses right there. Moses is a rental. I know Solomon's free. I was gonna watch that last night. Then you got Samson and Delilah. That's one I always have a problem spelling. Samson. Oh, Samson and Delilah. Samson and Delilah. I think it's which one is it I'm looking for? 2009. No. I think it's this one, 1984. And it's Anthony Hamilton, Christine, Belinda Bauer. No, that ain't it. But there's one that's free. So maybe it's this one. 1996. Elizabeth Hurley. Yeah, Elizabeth Hurley. There it is. Ha. So it's a rental from Voodoo. All right. Then you got David and Solomon. Solomon's free. I know this. David is here. I don't know what David is. There it is. David. Yep, that's a rental. So currently I can watch Solomon. Then you got Jeremiah. You see, I'm actually looking these up, talking to you guys because, I want to see what's available for watching tonight. Jeremiah. Jeremiah Johnson. I've always wanted to watch that one. Here we go. There's Jeremiah. I guess they don't have it here. Sons of Jeremiah Johnson. Oh, here it is. It's right there on the top. I didn't see it. Okay, this is Roku channel and Freebie for free. 1998. Spectacular. Cool. Chloe was 10 years old. She probably wasn't involved in that. Then you got Esther. 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 There it is. The book of Esther. This one's Esther right here. This is her with Lombard. Yep, Tubi for free. So there's 3 movies I can watch for free tonight. Sounds good. And then finally, there's Jesus. Jesus is great. One of the best ones. Jeremy Sisto. He's always doing great, There it is. Jeremy Sisto. I think he does it. Blessed is those who something of the house, right? And he's like, I'd like an inheritance too, a free house, and everyone laughs. And then there's Paul the Apostle. Paul the Apostle. So there's Paul, Apostle of Christ on HBO or Stars, and then there's Paul Caviezel. I always joke about that. Paul Caviezel, and then there's this one, and Stars has this one. So there we go. So it looks like I'm going to be watching Solomon, I guess, with Ben Cross tonight for 3 hours. That'll be a good movie. What do you guys think? As a prepper, I always like these box sets, by the way. They really come in handy for prepping. So, that's something that you guys should think about all the time as a prepper. I don't know, Higgins. I have no clue what is. But I do want to say these movies are really good. You see, they got boxes, right? Look at this. So you got Genesis, Abraham, Jacob, Joseph, Moses, Samson and Delilah, David, Solomon, Jeremiah, Esther, Jesus, and Paul. I can always play this on my PS3 too, but I don't know how many discs there are. Oh yeah, there's they're all on every disc. Here we go, Paul the Apostle. And then this one has Genesis, Abraham, Jacob, Joseph, Samson and Delilah, and Moses. I might basically turn around people. And what I might do is I might spend the weekend watching these when Chloe goes. Just spend my time watching all of them and then putting them away and saying I've watched them all again, because as a prepper, sometimes you just need to focus on relaxing, before getting to cleaning, 2 hours of cleaning and then videos for the rest of the night, walk mopping and then videos, walk mopping between videos and then, be done with it. So, but yeah, I will keep you guys informed. In the meantime, Chloe, I know is going to be hungry, and I need to check on my food. And I found my box set I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. I did find the one that Dinky gave me for Christmas. So, anyways, as you can see, this has frozen chunks still on it. So apparently, this plastic here, it kind of smells in here. I don't know if it's any good or not. I'll ask Chloe about that. So we'll keep you guys informed. In the meantime, thanks for watching, everyone. As Kane said, tomorrow is good. So for Higgins, enjoy yourself. I have my own thoughts and opinions on everything. Maybe after your meeting with Social Security, I could sit down with you or on the phone with you and talk about how the outcome came. So we'll talk about my guidance when the time comes. But in the meantime, I need to get going. All right. I've been here too long today. Tomorrow, let's make it shorter. And tomorrow should be better. So time to watch a stack of reviews and then go straight on to, which reminds me, I need to check on something. Because when I get done, I'm going to turn my computer off for the month or for the night. Log in. Here we go. Hopefully these dillwats don't ask me to log in. I have something to do. Yeah. Log in with my email. There you go. I'm not resetting it. Just log in, you dumbass. Fine. You know what? You want to fucking do this to me? There you go, you pecker-wadded son of a bitch. Fine. You want to fucking do this to me, you peckheads? I'm going to fucking get even with you yet. Son of a bitch bastards. It's case sensitive, son of a bitch. The fuck? Fine. That doesn't work, I'll do two. Fine, I'll do it this way then. Son of a bitch. You know what? You can kiss my ass and I can just fucking log into my damn rock and they kiss my butt. I'll go in here and it won't even ask me for my password. I hate when these people do this to me. Hold on a sec. There you go, you Peckerwoods. I don't even need to worry about it. Yep, that's who's watching, you dumbass. Search button because I saw something. There we go. That's what I wanted to know. So it says it's coming. I wanted. What was the other one I was looking at? Oh, yeah. Whoops. So it's only a trailer. Oh, here it is. Disney Plus original. Yeah, I want to see that. Disney on April 28th. So 2 days. Cool. That'll be worth it. All right, peeps. I think I found my movies tonight. So for all of you out there, Raku's a great way to do things. Now, calling names at something without ears never gets you anywhere. Silly email without ears. Again, I tell you to pipe it, but you would never listen anyways. So technically, anywho, I'm headed, this I have to see really getting even with them. Damn email. And that's simple. I went to Roku and I logged in that way to Disney Plus. I don't need to freaking use a computer for Disney Plus. But in the meantime, everyone, thanks for watching. Please stay tuned for a new episode tomorrow. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions, hit the like, subscribe button. It's also fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, your service bunnies. Hit the bell notification, thumbs up button, subscribe button. Keep the comments nice is all we ask. And Higgins, find me some TVs that are affordable, that's not crappy. Maybe TCL, maybe Roku, maybe Toshiba, maybe Samsung, maybe Vizio. Go find me something. Find out about those Roku TVs I asked you for. What am I paying for? You want to be in the gift card giveaway? Find my TVs. In the meantime, I hope to hear from you guys soon. Thanks for watching, and God bless you and everything you do.